Yo, peace. Peace and love. It's your boy Nova Knowself. Um, this video right here is my response to Django Unchained. I've been kind of lax on giving my response to this movie because I really wanted to take the time to really check it out and see what I really thought about it. My cousin um my cousin really liked the movie. He thought it was something. He knows how I feel about the liberation of black people. So it was his opinion that I would really love this movie once I got to see it. And it was a must-see movie for every black person. And when I saw it, I have to be honest, I wasn't really, I really wasn't struck by how great the movie was per se. I didn't really say the movie was. I wouldn't look at the movie as a great landmark movie. I do look at it as a movie that did address um, slavery, but it didn't do so. It did so in a light fashion. Um, Before I watched the movie, I had a chance to see what Spike Lee had to say about it, and then I checked out what Spike Lee's criticism of it was that if you haven't heard, was that he'd be disrespecting the ancestors if he went out to watch this movie, and that's a strong criticism. Even though I don't really consider Spike Lee a particularly conscious man, even though he does have some inclinations, but you know, I had to take that into consideration. He's a black man. He's pretty much out of the last 20, 30 years, him and John Singleton and the Hughes brothers has been the directors, our black directors. So if anybody should have probably did a movie about slavery, it probably should have been one of them cats, or yeah, should have been one of them cats. But it wasn't done by them. Me like a lot of other people, I took that criticism from Spike Lee as competition between him and Tarantino, and they've been rivals. They've been rivals for a while now. So you know, but I had to really take that into consideration. Then I heard what Farrakhan had to say about it in response to what Spike Lee had to say about it, and he didn't have much bad to say about it. Farrakhan pretty much said, how could you be mad about a movie where that ends with the black man and the black woman walking off into the sunset after killing off all the white masters, the white people, you know? So, so when I heard Farrakhan say that, I was say, let me go ahead and give this movie a chance to see. Not saying because I'm not a Nation of Islam member or nothing, but I do respect Farrakhan's opinion as far as black issues, and so I decided to go ahead and give it a chance. So I went and watched it, went and checked it out, me and my cousin, and a couple things I take away from it now that I've seen it, and I kind of understand where I can understand where Spike Lee came from as far as his how he felt about it, because the movie was a typical Tarantino type of movie as far as the action and the comedy mixed in with drama. Um, you know, it took a light-handed approach to the subject of slavery, and that's something a lot of us are gonna have a lot of issues with because it wasn't nothing lighthearted about slavery. Um, Quentin Tarantino, he chose to like he chose to use he chose to make the deaths of the white oppressors comedy. How they died, all the white people that died, they screamed, and it was a cause for laughter. I could see how white people could be offended by it. But I could see how black people, how we could feel good about it because it's like, yeah, we like, So in that respect, coming from that angle, it's a feel good movie for we could say it's a feel good movie for black people. But from Spike Lee's perspective, it didn't tackle the subject of slavery as seriously as he probably would have liked. And like I said, I don't think Quentin Tarantino is the person to make that movie. Perhaps one of our black directors could take a more serious angle at slavery. but knowing that Quentin Tarantino is a good director, and he's made some hits. He's well known. So the fact that Quentin Tarantino directed this movie, as opposed to a Spike Lee or John Singleton, the audience that watched the movie was more broad. So I think that it served a purpose. You know that Quentin Tarantino directed it. It kind of helped. It kind of helped a lot of people that probably wouldn't have seen the movie had it been directed by black directors. You know. Other than that, the acting that was done within the movie, I really didn't like the way Samuel Jackson played his role. I thought it was, and not just because it was he's supposed to be the Uncle Tom type of dude, but just his acting and it just seemed shoddy. It didn't seem like good acting work. It didn't seem like a good job. Like he just didn't do a good job. To me, it was the worst I ever seen Samuel Jackson in a movie. Um, some of the dialogue, I can understand as far as how Spike Lee felt. I don't know if you've seen the movie, got a chance to hear anything about it, but some of the dialogue in the movie I could have done without. It didn't really have a strong premise towards it wasn't really geared towards slavery. It was a movie about slavery was at the peripheral, but it wasn't zeroing in on the horrors of slavery. Um, Jamie Foxx's sidekick, the white man, he seemed to be more about riding for black people than Jamie Foxx. You know, I took it as this guy was supposed to be some kind of composite of a John Brown type of character. Um, but overall, like I thought the movie was good. It was a decent movie. It's probably not a movie that I would watch again. I would say, but I like the fact that it's bringing this dialogue about slavery back. Support people. We can have these discussions. So like I said, I agree with Spike Lee 100%. It should have been. It should be a. We should have a more serious perspective about what happened. Maybe I don't see why some of the movies that could be made, there could be a movie made about John Brown. There could be a movie made about Nat Turner and some of these, the Stono Rebellion, some of these rebellions these slave rebellions that are lesser known. There could be movies made about that. So I take Spike Lee's criticisms towards Django Unchained, um, but I also say that Spike Lee, when you gonna step up and do something? Why we gotta wait for some white boy to create these movies about our culture when you supposed to be the person that's the best black director? So how you gonna sit back and criticize the man for doing something that you didn't do? You haven't made movies about this type of subject, so that's pretty much my criticisms about it. I'd like to hear your feedback. What you guys think about it? But it's your boy Nova Knowself. That's my review of Django Unchained. Peace.